Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today we have two very important things to announce. One, I just bought myself some more altcoins, specifically XRP. I want to tell you guys more about that. And two, I want to prepare you guys all for the next crazy altcoin opportunity of a lifetime. And all I'm telling you for right now is it's going to be pretty easy, I think. So yeah, get excited, get excited, get excited. All right, for right now, the altcoin market cap is still in a very good position. I keep coming back to the altcoin chart and explaining that everything looks exactly how we left it off a little while ago. Things right now are poised, or the altcoin market, I should say, is poised to continue on forward and to flourish. There's no other thing which you can tell me about it. It's extremely bullish as it can be. And we can back this up with all the Bitcoin analysis that we want, but the altcoins on their own are looking extremely, extremely bullish, which leads me to every single time I look at the charts, look for more opportunities to buy rather than to sell, and to go long rather than to go short. XRP, I just had actually gotten myself two perfect opportunities to buy more. But I also just got myself a perfect opportunity to buy some Bitcoin, which I still think is very valid right now. And the same thing goes for Ethereum, even though it's a little bit of a different story. Let us quickly talk about XRP first, as this was a coincidence buy and a very funny one at that. So there's basically two separate buys that you could have done, but I got very lucky. Let me explain it to you guys. I actually told you all that if you want to buy these breakouts like we saw right here, that you're going to have to buy only when we get the confirmation, which unfortunately we didn't get, and so we could not go long right there on the XRP price just quite yet. By the way, whenever we go long, I'm talking about trading these cryptos over on Bybit, of which a link is down below, as the craziest bonuses are happening right now. I recommend you all to check it out and join my team. I always leave a link for Bybit down below in the description right there, and I also try to put the timestamps down below because a lot of you guys say you enjoy that type of stuff. Now, so since we couldn't go long at the top to basically trade the breakout like that, we had to look for a new position to open up a new long position and to start trading. And so there's basically two different opportunities. One is to look for a retest of the trend line with a stop loss. And theoretically speaking, that would mean that we'd buy in right now. With the stop loss a little bit below, I would personally put it right here at about $1.06 or so for two different reasons. One of them being it's about adequate to, basically buying at $1.13 and have it at $1.06 in terms of ratio. But also because $1.07 is one of my most important buy areas, which basically is about $1.65 to about $1.78, that little region basically of a little bit around $1.07, from, let's say from $1.06 to $1.08, the region around $1.07. But funny enough, guys, when I actually was looking to enter myself into another position for XRP right now at $1.13, when I checked my trades on my main account, I noticed that my long position at $1.07 actually just got filled because I get a notification on my phone saying, hey, your trade has, let me see what it gets. So I'm checking on my phone real quick. It says that at the $1.07 mark, buy long contracts, all orders have been filled. I was like, what just happened right there? What was going on? I didn't know I had anything, but that's because I put my orders in up front. And funny enough, the price suddenly crashed here over on Bybit to about $1.07 point something, 7.3 or something like that. And I basically bought into it without me really knowing. Now, that is pretty funny. That's pretty coincidental. And I'm assuming that even though I've shouted out that you should have orders open at $1.07, not everybody did that. However, I would still like to point out that right now I think is still a very good buying opportunity for XRP. We're basically retesting the downward sloping trend right now, and I'm hoping that we can actually bounce off of this and get some crazy gains going towards $1.30 or so. But I'm basically taking the risk and having a stop loss at $1.06. Personally, I don't like stop losses too much, but if you want to have a stop loss, I would say $1.06 is the way to go for right now. I, however, just open a long position, and I'm going to slide with this till the bitter end, as I always do. However, I just got lucky and it opened at $1.07 instead of $1.13, but I still think it's completely fine. That is on the XRP end of things. I also bought myself some altcoins, and if you guys have been watching my channel, you would have most likely known which altcoins I have been buying, because I just made a video as well about my top 5 altcoins to make all of you guys millionaires. But there's a little side story to it, which basically coincides with the fact that I'm preparing right now to be buying some other coins that are going to do crazy, hopefully, and I'm basically preparing all of the stuff for that. But let me quickly summarize. I've basically been buying a couple of coins that I think are going to do well, like the metaverse ones, like Mana, Send. I've been buying Phantom, for which another video is going to come out on the channel a little bit later today to kind of explain the news that's going on with that. There's some crazy amount of hype. I'll look at my history here. Let me quickly check. I bought eGold. Wait, let me quickly type in the app. Let me see my history here and what coins I bought. Okay. Wallet. Give me a second, guys. I bought myself Phantom, Sand, Engine, Mana. Those are my big buys that I've basically done here. There's most likely some others that I've bought, but those are the biggest ones I've just decided to buy. That is without long positions, as just normal buys, as I do those as well over on Bybit nowadays in the spot section, by the way. But a couple of other ones that I bought, which are usual and normal, not so crazy, are Bitcoin and ETH for 2 reasons. One, Bitcoin came back into a demand zone, and I told you guys I need to pick up the coins whenever I get the chance to do that within these spots. And right now I think was a very, very good area to buy myself some Bitcoin, so I did. Again, we just basically came back to the zone, which I think it's fine to pick Bitcoin up at. It's about $60,000 or so. Picked it back up. Right now, we are only up about $600 since the $60,000 mark was hit. So it's not too crazy, but it's about 1% or so, I believe. Yeah, 1%, which still equals to about 15% gains in the very short amount of time. And again, Bitcoin and ETH are picked up in leverage positions. All the altcoins I mentioned are picked up in spot positions. Ethereum, I don't actually have any TA on or any logical sense. I've just been buying and hoarding so much Ethereum, it's unhealthy. I've just been picking it up, buying more, and that's literally all I've been doing here. Because I firmly believe that Ethereum is the way to go for the near future. I think Ethereum at $5,000 is just the start. And I'm right now looking for juicy altcoins because we have a little bit of a correction going in the markets. And that is, of course, the time where I go shopping. Whenever there's blood in the streets, I don't know, there's also blood in my pockets because I got to spend it all to buy more coins. So, yeah. No, but I've definitely spent some good amount of checks on some cryptos right now. And if we dip further, guys, you already know it. If you want to get really wealthy in the crypto space, that's the way to go about it. Look for coins which have solid fundamentals that are not purely hype, and keep buying your way down, because ultimately that's how the real riches get made. And right now I'm doing exactly that, and we're making some freaking money, everybody. Okay, let's now move over into my most important subject of today, though, I think, which is basically the next 100x opportunity or something like that, and whatever I'm going to do. So first of all, you're required to join the Telegram, because when push comes to shove, I'll make sure that I post all the required screenshots in the Telegram. Step number 1. Step number 2 is, if you aren't yet, make sure you are part of my Bybit army. It's just the easiest because a couple of these sales will involve Bybit, and so if you're not part of it, you might miss out. Just letting you guys know, the link will usually be at some of these some of my videos in the comments section. Basically, I try to put it as often as I can into some of those. Let me quickly see if I can find it here down below. You can see this is the link for all the bonuses. If you press this, you'll see that there's also right now a $3,000 deposit bonus. If you use my link, that's maximum $3,500 instead of $3,000. By the way, you don't see it here, I think, but it is $3,500. Just take my word for that one. In total. And there's also $1,010 that I think there's one more day left for somewhere. And there's also a 10 BIT bonus that I give every single person for the next day or so still, right? So if you made an account right now, I will personally give you 10 BIT, which is about $26 for completely free. It's only for 100 people, and I think we got about 85 who've signed up, so there's about 15 people left. We'll get $25 from me, I think next week or so, right? I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to send it to everybody at the same time. I think next week, so stick around for that as well. All right, so how does it work? 2 ways. 1, I will tell you guys every single thing you need to know in videos. I'll make sure. But the reason I'm making this such a big fuzz and why I'm making such heavy videos on it basically is because the last sale I joined, which I told you guys about, was yesterday. And we basically 180 timed our money if you sold at the right time. But let's talk about realistically, because ultimately here it's about making money, not about the nice numbers. Ultimately, I bought for the price of 10 cents. And we basically right now are at $1.36, which is still times 13 on that price, 14 almost, within the day. right? Because we bought this yesterday, the 5th of November, for 10 cents. I told you guys all in 2 videos to buy it. Now, what if I were to tell you that there's another opportunity like this coming up here, and I'm going to tell you guys about it when it happens, but the thing is, I have maybe 2 of them. So there's one that's going to come really, really close, really soon. I'll tell you guys all the details that you need to hear about when it's there. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for that opportunity. But again, it's proven. It's not a fake thing. I'm not trying to sign you up for anything in the sense that you have to pay me money. No. Everything is free. There's no negative side. If you don't trust, don't buy into it. Please. There's no guarantee. But I'm calling it a crazy opportunity because I've literally shown you guys over the last 5 days 2 sales that have 100 times plus my money. Right now, the BitOrbit, which I bought into, which was difficult to buy into, I know, but I still bought into it. Let's quickly see what the price of that coin is right now. Because I bought $750 worth. I think right now it's $120,000 that it is. Let's type in Coin Market Cap for BitOrbit. Let's quickly see. So I bought this at 0.007. Right now it's 92 cents. So you do the math on that, how much money we've made. You might think, oh, but the price here says it started at blah, blah, blah. The price I bought at is 0.007. And I'm teaching you guys nowadays how to buy these things as well. So stick around on the channel. Make sure you subscribe for more of these things. And there's going to be so many of these opportunities coming up shortly here, guys. I swear to you, I'll do my best to make sure you guys can join these things, make a crazy amount of money. It's going to be a freaking journey together, man. Make sure that you put a little bit of trust in me to give you guys the info. And I guess subscribe to the channel for more of these things. All right, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. I think one of them, actually, now that I'm thinking about it here, is already on the homepage of Bybit. One of the ones we're going to try buy into, guys, just going to be honest with you, is most likely going to be, where is it now? All right, say, I think this one we might also try buy into, now that I'm seeing it here. This might actually be a really interesting thing as well. Oh, guys, this is actually happening next week. Please do not latest project for the, okay, so actually we have the trade here already. So, okay, it's going to start next week, or actually in a couple of days already. So stack up, make sure you get yourself a Bybit account, get ready. I'll tell you guys everything you need to know. I'm buying into this one because it might be another crazy opportunity. There you go. So start, check it out. Link is down below for everything. I'll leave all the info over on Telegram as well that you guys need. And let's get crazy pumps together, babies.